Hey folks, Chris, Kentucky Woodsman. You know, it's hard to beat summer sausage for a trailside snack when you're outside hunting, fishing, hiking, camping, whatever the case may be. And you know, it can be made with beef, it can be made with fresh venison, moose, just any type of red meat you can make summer sausage with. You can even go to the store and just buy a package of hamburger and you can make it out of that as well. Real simple to do, and just be honest with you, you can't beat the taste. Stay tuned. I'm going to show you today how to make homemade summer sausage. Making summer sausage is really pretty easy, to be honest with you. You need very few items. You will need a couple of specialty items. You'll need a sausage tube stuffer, and you'll also need a smoker if you don't want to make them in the oven. I do the smoker method, and it seems like it works better for me, and seems like the taste and the flavor and everything just comes out a lot better. The items you'll need, depending on the size of the or the amount you want to make of the sausage rolls, the summer sausage rolls, you'll need at least 2 pounds of hamburger. You'll need 1 pound of pork sausage. You'll need some seasoning, summer sausage seasoning. You'll need a 1/4 cup of meat cure, and I'm going to add a little bit of cubed cheese to these. And so I'm going to add that into the meat after I get everything blended in. And you'll also need a little bit of water to put in it. Once we get everything mixed up, we'll be stuffing the sausage tubes. Stay tuned. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take our pork sausage. We're going to empty it into the bowl of fresh venison. This is venison. You can also do beef. Either one works. I prefer the venison myself. Get all that out of there. Alright. Then we add the cure, a 1/4 cup of cure. And then we add 3/4 of a cup of the seasoning. And then we just mix it all together. Okay, once everything is blended together, this is about what it'll look like. Now, as you can see, I went ahead and put the cheese cubes in. You can actually get the seasoning and the cure at any of the big box stores that carries a pretty good size selection of hunting supplies. Any of the sportsman stores, any of the department stores, major department stores. Most of them carry this. This is actually Eastman's brand seasoning that I'm using, and Eastman's brand cure that I'm using. So at this point, we're ready to start stuffing the sausage tubes. Stay tuned. Okay, the next step is to actually put the meat into the sausage stuffer. We'll fill the tube up. We'll fill it to within 4 inches of the end of it, and we'll tie it off, and then we'll start filling the next one. So here we go. Fill this up best you can.
Keep going, keep going.
Okay, that's good. Okay, this is the first tube filled, casing filled. And what I like to do, and this is one of those things that you learn by doing, it's best, it works best. You can use string to tie the end off, but a zip tie works much, much better. So there's our first tube. Now we got several more to go. As you can see, we ended up with 5 rolls. That's about a grand total of around 20 pounds of meat, if you include the pork sausage and everything that's mixed in with it. Now what we'll do is tonight we will put it in the refrigerator and let it chill. First thing in the morning, I'll get up and I'll fire the smoker up, and we'll go through that first thing in the morning. Okay, our first step this morning is to bring the temperature up on the smoker to 120 degrees. And once it reaches 120, we'll start putting the sausages in to dry. Okay, we've got the sausages hung in the smoker. It's setting at 120 degrees. We will leave it in here for 1 hour at 120. And what this does, this allows the meat to dry out a little bit. Okay, now we're going to raise the temperature. We've been drying this stuff out for an hour now. We're going to raise the temperature to 140 degrees. And we're going to pull the pan out. And we're going to add our wood chips. I'm using hickory chips, but you can use whatever you like. Get this drawer shut. Now, we let it set for 1 hour with the smoke on, and we'll come back in an hour and raise the temperature again. Okay, we've had it on between 140 and 145 now for right at an hour. I know you can't see the smoke, but I can smell the smoke. Got hickory shavings in there smoking this summer sausage. Now what we got to do is we have got to take the temperature to 160. And we'll leave it at that for about 30 minutes. And then we take the temperature on up. Now I typically set it 5 minutes longer than what I'm supposed to give the smoker time to heat up. We're getting there, we're almost there. As you can see, the internal temperature of the sausage is now at 104 degrees. The reason I know that is there is a probe that you actually push down into the center of the meat. That way you know what the internal temperature is of what you're cooking. So, like I said, we'll stay here for about 30 to 35 minutes, and then we'll raise the temperature on up. Okay, it's been 30 minutes. I've now raised the temperature of the smoker to 180 degrees, and we will leave it at that temperature until the internal temperature of the sausage reaches 157 degrees. And then we'll leave it at 157 for about 20 to 30 minutes. And after that, it will be done. And right there is the finished product. I'm telling you right now, if you've not made your own homemade summer sausage, I would recommend it. This is good stuff right here. I want to give a special thanks to my daughter Corey for helping me out in the kitchen on this stuff. And I want to thank you for watching. And like I said, if you've not tried summer sausage, I would highly recommend doing it. It's hard to beat. Thanks everyone.